Going to have my photographer pan down our driveway here, and you can see that this wet snow is still clinging onto the trees and power lines in the area. I do think a few more isolated outages will be possible before we actually finish off the day. Something to note is we will have some very cold Arctic air moving right back into the area as early as tomorrow. So as our bodies try to cool us down through sweating, we cool off from a process called evaporative cooling. We increase the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. We have less evaporative cooling that actually occurs, so our sweat just kind of pools up on our body. We feel hotter, and that's when we have that heat index, or feels like temperature in the triple digits. Now the radar beam kind of shoots up into the atmosphere, so it is going to overestimate some of these wind speeds, but still it just goes to show that this is not a situation that we want to take lightly just because we don't have any significant signs of rotation. The rotation that we saw in these thunderstorms as well, that's what's being depicted by these blue lines. As we loop this back, you're going to notice a few distinct lines making their way through portions of Branch, Hillsdale, and Jackson County. Has us in this hatched region with those black lines. That indicates the potential that we could see hail around 1.5 inches in diameter or larger. We cannot completely rule out a few strong tornadoes, especially going right along I-94 and point southward. Still showing some signs of the radar actually picking up different sizes of objects here. You can see that shaded in kind of this green and yellow color in between Battle Creek and over towards Waddles Park. It's almost like the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. In order for a vibrant color change, we need conditions to be just right. I mean, not too hot, not too cold, not too wet, and not too dry. And unfortunately for us here in mid-Michigan this year, well, simply put, our weather wasn't just right. So we're going to start to see a lot of situations like this with slushy and slick conditions on the roads just in time for our evening commute. In addition to those slick spots, we also have heavy snowfall occurring at the same time, which will be reducing visibility across the area, and those impacts could linger into our Thursday morning commute.
Chocolate and caramel covered crickets. Look at this, roll it up, you guys. Here we go.
I don't know about that, Sherry.
Oh yeah, come on.
Actually pretty good. It's not bad.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's really not bad.
It's really
Do I have
good.
an antenna?
It's a taste of what's to come, right?
Exactly. We may be dry and cloudy outside right now, but that major winter storm that we've been tracking for the past couple of days is going to move into the area starting tomorrow afternoon and bring some very significant impacts to our area.
From Storm 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Last night was a very active weather scene across all of mid-Michigan. We had multiple severe thunderstorm warnings and multiple tornado warnings issued across mid-Michigan. We were tracking several areas of rotation throughout the night. National Weather Service currently getting together with their employees. They will be conducting surveys within the next few days, so we will have some confirmations, no doubt, of some tornadic activity across the state of Michigan to tell you about over the weekend and into early next week. A look at current power outages just here in mid-Michigan. Currently just sitting below 81,000 individuals without power. Certainly no surprise given the signatures that we were seeing on radar last night and the strong winds that we had across the area as well. This picture coming to us from Jack over on Millet Highway shows one of the semi-trucks, it looks like, actually completely overturned in the parking lot here. We also had some widespread tree damage across the area as well. Unfortunately, this preschool over in East Lansing showing a partial roof collapse due to a tree just completely falling on the building over there. Okemos not spared from severe weather either. You can see some tree damage in the background of this picture coming to us from Chuck, and then also some power lines down in the background as well. Downtown Lansing also had a couple of trees being completely uprooted last night. Again, satellite and radar shows quiet conditions across the area this afternoon. We have a lot of sunshine still in place, but it's going to be a very similar situation compared to yesterday. We're dry right now, but we're keeping an eye on this area of low pressure and its associated cold front to our west. As that system tracks east, it's going to start to gain in strength just slightly, giving us another chance for a few strong to maybe even a few severe storms across the area overnight tonight. That line of activity expected to roll in just shortly before midnight. Notice at that point in time, these storms really going to be fairly scattered in nature, which means it's not going to be a line of showers and thunderstorms and not nearly as powerful as what we were seeing last night. A few of those sprinkles could linger over into early Saturday morning. However, I do think most of our Saturday going to be completely dry, but because of that cold front moving through, temperatures are going to be feeling a lot cooler, down into the mid to low 60s. A very similar situation just in time for our Sunday. Overall, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions in the forecast by then, but still going to be completely dry at that time. Again, still tracking the chance for a couple of strong to severe storms across mid-Michigan. The best potential for severe weather today really going to be off to our south and southwest into southern sections of Indiana, Illinois, and portions of Kentucky. Here in mid-Michigan, Storm Prediction Center currently has us in this green shade. That's a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for strong to severe storms. As of right now, my main concern, not tornadic activity. In fact, it looks like the threat is relatively low across our area. However, a few of our models still saying we cannot completely rule it out at this point in time, especially still given the amount of damage that we have across the area this afternoon. The biggest chance that we have with those strong to severe storms is going to be the potential to produce some large hail around the size of a quarter, and then also some gusty winds at or above 50 miles per hour. Again, outside right now, you'd be very hard pressed to come by any significant source of cloud cover in mid-Michigan. Temperatures generally sitting in the upper 70s to low 80s. We're at 77 degrees in Lansing, 78 your current temperature in Mason, down up to 79 degrees as we head further south into places like Hillsdale as well as over in Adrian. Dew point temperatures, of course, going to be a lot more comfortable, and since they are lower, that's just another hint that the showers and thunderstorms we're expecting tonight not going to be nearly as strong as what we just experienced. 6-day forecast going to show our high temperatures today, yet again going to be topping out in the low 80s. The chance for some showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight, a few sprinkles lingering into at least the start of our Saturday. High temperatures Saturday, Sunday, and Monday going to be a lot cooler, topping out in the mid to low 60s. I brought us down into the upper 50s next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Another round of some precipitation going to be possible both of those days.
Yeah, this has been intense. I've lived here for about, this is the worst I've seen it.
Yeah, last night it was very interesting. I mean, we had several areas of rotation that David and I were kind of bouncing back in between. So it will be interesting to see what the Weather Service finds.
Absolutely. When I woke up, I immediately turned on the 11 o'clock and was paying attention to you guys. And then I heard the sirens, and it's just, the drive to work was scary.
Yeah, so we need to also make sure that we're weather aware tonight as well.
Yes. All right, Kendall, thank you so much.